Hello students. In this video, we are going to understand the basic concepts and nature of marketing management. What is marketing management all about? What is the definition of marketing management? How can we understand that what are the things that are covered under marketing management? Alright, so let's start with it. So first, let's try to define it. So if I say it is a set of business activities that direct the flow of goods and services through producers to consumers, which means that according to this definition, marketing is concerned about taking the products from producers to consumers. I think there is something wrong with this definition. I mean, marketing is way beyond that. Marketing, as they say, it starts before production and it goes way beyond selling. But this definition is only focusing on the product part of marketing. So that is why this definition is known as the product oriented definition of marketing. And there are many problems with this definition. Let's understand what is this not covering. The first is social media marketing. I mean, what about the marketing from the non-profit organizations? These are the organizations who are not selling anything. They don't have any product to sell to you, but still they are doing marketing. So that definition doesn't cover this part. What about customers? As all of us know, that customer is the king of the market. He is the central crux of any business activity. And this very important component has been missed out in that definition, because that is only focusing on the product part. And the last is, what about after sales services? As all of us know that today, because of the cutthroat competition, every company is focusing on after sales services. Today it is not about selling the product, it is about bringing the customer. So after sales services are also very important because they lead to customer satisfaction. So all these things, all these points have been ignored in the product oriented definition of marketing. So let's try to understand this definition once again. So this is a refined definition of marketing. This says it is a process of planning and executing product, price, place, distribution of goods and services to satisfy individual and organizational goals. Now this is the main line over here, satisfy individual and organizational goals. So yes, this definition says that marketing starts from planning. You have to plan out everything. That means it starts way before production. You have to plan out everything and then you have to execute all the components, product, price, place and promotion of goods as well as services. And the ultimate motive is satisfying individual, that is the customer goals, and the organizational objectives. So yes, this I can say is the complete definition of marketing. To understand the concept furthermore, so first of all, this man, he is Philip Kotler. He is also known as the father of modern marketing. He said a very interesting statement. He said, marketers don't create needs, they just satisfy wants. That's a very interesting statement. Let's understand what it actually means. But before that, we are going to understand the difference between the need and a want. So, okay, if you see this picture, this little boy seems hungry. Now that's a need, because hunger is a natural instinct. That is something that everyone will face. So this is something you cannot do anything about. That's a need. Marketers cannot do anything about hunger. They cannot create that need in you. That is going to come on a natural way, whether it's an internal or an external instinct. But if I see this picture, this little girl wants to eat a burger. Now that's a want, because now your need has become very specific. Now you want to satisfy your need with a particular product. That is a want. So here the marketers can enter and they can satisfy the want. So that is what it means. They cannot do anything about hunger, but what they can do is they can make sure that they can convert your need into a want and then satisfy it. So if I give you one more example, for example, I want shoes, that's a need, but I want Nike shoes, that's a want. So Nike, with their marketing activities, with their promotional activities, with their product and price attraction, they have converted my need of shoes into the want of Nike shoes. So that is what he meant. Marketers don't create needs, they just satisfy wants. So to move on further, now we are going to understand the nature of marketing. So let's understand what are the things that are covered in marketing. What is marketing all about? How can we identify a marketing activity? So that's the nature of marketing. Let's understand them one by one. So that's the first nature. So if you see this picture, we see there's a group of people sitting together, they are discussing something, and what they are talking is, what if, and I know this sounds kooky, we ask our customers what they want. So this marketing team is actually thinking that we should ask our customers what they want. So that gives me the first nature of marketing, which says that it is customer focused. Marketing is very much customer oriented, because ultimate motive is satisfying the customer's needs and wants. So as we see this picture, earlier any business activity or marketing activity were the top management is going to decide the things, and then it is going to the frontline people, and then it is going to the customers. So customers were at the bottom of the pyramid. But now the approach has changed. Now the approach is bottoms up approach. The pyramid has been reversed. Now the customers are asked, what do you want? That information is taken to the top management, and then the decisions are made. So marketing is very much customer focused. That's the first nature of marketing. Let's move on to the second nature. So as I see this picture, customers are constantly weighing their money against the value your product offers. So that means customers are always analyzing whether the purchase that they have made is a worth purchase or not. So this says that marketing must deliver value. Marketing has to ensure that the customer is satisfied that he has purchased a valuable product, a valuable service. So if you see this picture, there is a constant of weighing going on. Now what is the concept of value? What do we mean by perceived value? So perceived value is actually according to the perception of the customer. According to the customer, the value will vary. What is this value? This value is actually benefits minus cost. So benefits, what are the things that the customer is getting while he is making a purchase, and cost, what are the things that the customer is actually giving while he is making a purchase. So if we analyze that, benefits are the product that the person is getting, the services along the product, how the personnel is dealing with the product, that experience, and the brand image that is associated with the purchase. These are the benefits for a customer. And the cost would be, first of all, of course, the money that the customer is going to pay, the time that is investing, the effort that is putting, and there are psychological costs as well. So a customer is constantly going to weigh it. He is going to see whether my benefits are higher or my cost is higher. And according to that, that is going to be the perceived value for the customer. So if I give you an example, for say, a person goes to buy a very expensive t-shirt, okay, from a very renowned brand. So let's say there is a person A, according to him the brand image is very important. He values brand image a lot. So for this person, that expensive t-shirt is a very valuable product, is a very worth product, because the benefits are higher than the cost that he is paying. But for the other customer, for whom the image is not that important, but he values money more, For that person, that expensive t-shirt is not a worth product. He is not going to make that purchase because for him the costs are higher than the benefits. So here is where the marketing is going to enter. Marketing will make sure that the services, that the personal, that the brand image are such that the benefits way higher for any customer. So that's the second nature of marketing, that it must deliver value. Let's move on to the third nature. So if I see this picture, I see there are two wheels. If one wheel will move, the other one should move. So that's business and marketing. Marketing must create business. By business I mean it must lead to increase in sales, it must lead to increase in the customer base. So that's the third nature of marketing. It is meant to create business. The fourth nature, as I see this picture, there is a constant communication and there is a constant flow of information between customers and sellers. So this says me that marketing is a system. There is a constant to and fro between the two parties on the other end. So marketing is a system. And that's the last nature of marketing, that says it is both art and science. So the discipline of marketing is both art and science. Now if I ask you, what is the difference between art and science? The laws of science are universally acceptable. Science is same for everybody. So for example, if I ask you what is 2 plus 2, all of you are going to say it is 4, because that's a law of science. It's a universal law. You cannot change it. But if I ask about art, art is a very subjective thing. It changes from person to person. So if I ask all of you to draw a picture of a tree, I am 100% sure that every tree is going to be different, because that is art. It varies from person to person. So marketing is both art and science. Science as in you have to collect a lot of data. There is a lot of statistical research that is going on as far as the customer information is concerned. That's science. But after creating that data, what strategies are you using? How are you actually applying that data? That is science. That is art. That is all creativity. That is going to vary from person to person. So marketing is both art and science. And that is the last and the fifth nature of marketing. So yeah, this was it from my side. Today what we have done is, we have done the definition of marketing, the nature of marketing, some very basic concepts about marketing, and the nature of marketing. So I hope the concepts are clear to you. Thank you very much.